Hello, everyone. We're going to do our best to have class today, but my computer is being insanely slow. I don't even know if it's registering anything I'm pushing. I'm a minute late to class because I was trying to get this to move at all, and it just won't. It is completely stuck. So, unfortunately, I don't know what we're going to do. I tried cleaning it all up last night. I deleted hundreds of tabs. I have very few tabs up compared to what I normally have up, but it's saying that my memory is being heavily used again. Let's see what I'm going to have to do if I can even get to the document. Let's see. We'll try. Is to get to my troubleshooting document and try cleaning this stuff up again. But I just did this last night. But Dell had updates that they did, and who knows if their updates didn't cause some of these problems. Oh my gosh, this is so frustrating. Okay, let's try this. Hopefully this doesn't kick me out of class, folks. All right, so now my memory has gone down some, but there's still, so Zoom is just using a lot of memory. But it was happening before I had Zoom up. So let's try pulling my internet back up and see if it'll function. Yes, I realized it didn't restore or didn't shut down correctly. Ridiculous crap. Don't buy a Dell. Don't buy a Dell. Don't buy a Dell. That's all I can say.
Sabrina,
Yes, my dear.
every everything is slow because of the war that's, Israel and Gaza and all that stuff. So
It's
take it
slowing things
easy on yourself.
down.
Yeah.
Well, that does kind of correlate to my timeline, actually, Marlene. So you might have it there. And if that's what it is, guys, I mean, obviously our little class troubles are nothing to the real struggles that people are dealing with, but I don't know if it's going to work. But we can talk, we can answer questions. I can give you guys directions to go and look. But as you see, my memory is at 97. And I mean, I do this all the time. And a lot of times I have many windows up. As you guys know, it'll be across the whole bottom of my screen. And I just have one window up. So I don't know what we're going to do. So Michael, I think was the name of the gentleman that had raised his hand. Yes, Michael. Let's give it a shot and see what we can work out while my internet doesn't work at all. Michael Opong, I'm going to ask you to unmute there. You need to unmute on your Zoom toolbar. It's the little microphone with
Yeah,
the,
Michael, right? I'm
yes,
on. Okay,
yes.
good. Yeah.
Hello, Michael. So I'm
Hi.
not able to do my normal thing, but
And don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. Right?
please go ahead and let us know what you're interested in.
Yeah. What I was about to ask is like, when you start to like, I mean, join this group, right? They
I'm
give
sorry, say it
you
again.
like when you join this group, the most important thing is like they tell you you can win blah 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 blah, like laptop, blah, all this stuff. I've been in this association for about 3 4 months, right?
Okay.
I've never won anything because
You've
sometimes
never
all the
won a you've never won a Let's Go grant. Is that what you mean, sir?
yes, that's what I
Well,
mean.
you know, the Let's Go grants, they do have really good odds, guys, and we haven't gotten as many applications the last several months. We're only
Uh-huh.
getting, oh, I don't know, probably about 1,500 applications.
Yeah.
So 110 out of 1,500 is insanely good odds. right? When you're talking, you know, the lottery world or the gambling world or anything that has odds.
Yeah, I
210
understand.
out of 1,500 is good
And
odds, but still only
no,
110 people can
I
win, right?
understand. But what I'm trying to say is sometimes it's a marketing this thing, because when we read from the source from outside, oh, when I join this group, they are saying this what you're gonna get, right? But at the end of the day, like I'm saying, for 3 months, I've been doing the same thing. I've been applying the same thing, whether it's a laptop, whether it's whatever. I've been doing the same thing. But what I'm trying to ask is it's a lottery style thing. So when you're in, because I've learned a lot. In fact, I've really learned a lot from Let's Go. I've learned a lot,
I think
and
you
I
say you've
know what
learned a
I'm
lot.
doing.
I don't think we have the best connection. Matthew Lesko has taught so many people so many things. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
hmm
Okay.
So what can we help you find, sir? My computer might be working. It's kind of doing good back here. I know I don't need to update anything. I already worked through all that, but let's go ahead and clear out my history even further. I cleared it out
Okay.
for
Okay.
a
No
whole
problem.
month, but let's just take it out for all time. So I don't have any cookies or anything like that on here, but I have to look through the instructions. I don't remember how to do it. This is in our troubleshooting guide. And this article was actually recommended by Mighty Network. So I knew it was going to be a good article to work through and share with you guys. Okay, so you go into your 3-dot menu on Chrome. This is how you would clear all of your caches, your cookies, images, all these different things. And you go into, I believe it's more tools or settings. Let's see, more tools. Yeah, okay. And then you go into clear browsing data. And I click that, and it's going to go into this thing. Now, I just did it last night, literally last night for last 4 weeks. But let's do it for all time and clear data. And then that's going to take it a second. And then, okay, please continue your story, sir. Michael, what is it that you would like to work on today?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Right.
But what goal do you have that you would like to work on today? What?
No, my goal was trying to, get help, because I'm basically like disabled, right?
So you're in
Because
Michigan and you're disabled, is that
no,
correct?
I'm in New York. I'm in New York.
You're in New York, okay.
I'm in New
And
York.
so do you
I'm
need funds to
basically
live
disabled
on?
because
Do you need funds for medical? Are you trying to buy a house? What kind of a grant hunting goal?
and at least I need funds to start my own business, because
Okay,
I can't go out. I don't have nose. I don't have the upper lip. So
you
it's
don't have,
on my report. Yeah, it's on my report. Uh-huh. Yeah.
okay, look, it cleared. Okay, here we go, folks. Let's hope that we're gonna get somewhere here. But it's still, see, I
Okay.
can't even, when I'm putting my mouse on my tabs up here, it should
Okay.
highlight like that, see, and it's taking it a long time. So we're gonna try, but I make no promises. All right, so you're in New York
Okay.
and you wanna work on a business and you wanna start this business, right? You haven't already begun it.
I've not started because I'm trying to do it. Because I'm always with my laptops and whatever. I'm trying to start a business because I can't go out. When I go out, I have artificial nose. It's gonna fall out, and I wouldn't feel comfortable to do that job, right?
Okay.
Uh-huh. Yes, that's all that I need.
All right, so let's go in here and work with Bard because I'm not having to switch back and forth through as many screens to utilize this, I think. We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's thank Bard for this last piece he did last night. And then now, okay, 2 seconds. Matthew's trying to figure out a new formatting change that's going on in Facebook. Oh, you know what? We're not even supposed to do it like this today. We're supposed to do a tutorial of Let's Go Help and Let's Go Help Too. This whole computer thing is just throwing me off. Okay, but we'll do this really quickly. And you'd like to be able to do this from home, right? Because you don't want to leave. Is that right, Michael?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I said, hello, Bard. A New York member who is disabled would like to start a business that he can do from home. Can you please provide a list of all of the open grant and grant-like opportunities that might help him to accomplish this goal? And then Bard thinks about it for a minute and he pops up an answer. So there's a bunch of these technological innovation type grants out there. Most of the time it's coming back with this. It'll be a little different, right, for each state. But these are limited because not everybody's going to be within technology. Now here you have tax breaks and other incentives to businesses that create jobs in New York State, the Small Business Development Fund, the New York State Governor's Office of Minority and Women's Business Development, GO-MWBD, nonprofit grants, and other resources. And so these are some excellent places for you to start with, Michael.
Okay.
Okay,
No,
and let's see if we can switch back and forth maybe with a I'm no longer signed in. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get signed back in because I erased all my cookies, right? Like that's why it's working a little bit better. And so now I have to accept some cookies. Oh my goodness, I am signed up. You guys are driving me crazy. See, Tammy, I told you it happened to me too. Oh my gosh, let me do something different here. Let me see. Going to make me. Oh my God, you're irritating me. Stop. Okay, sign out. It's telling me I'm not signed out. I have to sign in. But when I'm trying to sign in, then it says I have to choose a plan, which is not correct. But I changed my sign-in method because Matthew wanted to be able to access my account. And I thought I still use Google, but let me go in and look at this. It is just going to be an off day, guys, today. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know that I could have done a whole lot about it, but okay. Again, please don't ever send emails to this email. I literally do not check it. Let's see if that works. Yay! All right. Everything keeps changing on me. It's gonna break my brain. I promise you, it's killing me. I apologize for how messy it makes class. But as you've noticed, we're changing how we answer things a little bit and changing class times and just changing. And it is not just hard on you guys. It is hard on all of us a little bit. We all got to get used to it. And that is a struggle for all of us sometimes. All right, so here we are. Now I'm going to go into the Let's Go training collection and into the training course where we host today's class. Still moving pretty slow. And into community questions where I can post a piece for Michael so that he can access that information. Okay. With an O at the beginning of your name, is that right? Yes. Okay. All right, now you have all of that information from Bard. Okay, guys, so now that my computer is sort of working, let's actually try to do the normal Tuesday class. We'll see how far we get. Here we are in Let's Go Help 2. This is the Explore tab, the Explore collection, the Explore page, any of those terms work. And that's where you're going to first arrive when you come into Let's Go Help 2. When you're here in Let's Go Help 2 and you are wanting to look at how to do things, look at our top spaces, look at the new applications, the new Let's Go videos, you can do all of that here in the Explore areas, because that's just what it is. You're exploring the best of Let's Go Help 2. You see the welcome checklist right here at the top. It's also to the right over here. If you don't see it on the right, on a phone, on a computer or a laptop, you may have collapsed it. Expand, collapse. It's just these double outward pointing arrows. Expand to see the welcome checklist. On a phone, the only place that you're readily going to be able to find it will be here in the Explore page. When you very first join Let's Go Help 2, it'll be down here at the bottom, but eventually that goes away and then it's only here in your Explore collection. Next, you have the daily feed. This is just a expose, I guess, of all the places that are busy here in Let's Go Help 2. You can change your filters up here. Just going to show the most recent to the past activity that's going on throughout Let's Go Help 2, much like a news feed in Facebook. Next, you have a tab for all members. When you hover your mouse over it, it'll show you some of the members that are online currently, and all workshops. We only have the 2 workshops currently, so make sure that you're signed up for both of them. You simply click the event, indicate that you're interested or, oh my goodness, going right here. If you ever get kicked out of class, come back into either that day's class if it's still listed, or the next correct day, Tuesday if it's for Tuesdays, Wednesday if it's for Wednesdays, and click join with Zoom, Zoom meeting, Zoom link. Any of those will get you right back into class, even if you have to use next week's because the day that you're actually in has disappeared. Once you've clicked going, you can add it to your calendar. You can utilize Outlook, the Android calendar, which is Google, and the Apple calendar are all options. And we have information on how to do that in the Let's Go training course and the archived classes. Next, if you see all of these colorful icons like this, what you'll want to do is locate the topmost icon for each area that does not have a colorful icon. Instead, it has a drop-down arrow or arrow. Simply click that, and all of those colorful icons will go away so that you can see the overall content better. Here, you have all about Let's Go Help. That's changed just a little bit. You have a new area, Let's Go Says Welcome, walking you through how to utilize your Let's Go Help membership. And again, my computer's kind of freezing on us. So here you have this beautiful page that our Mighty Networks experts put together for you. Really great, clear instructions to give you a great get started idea when you first join. You have Get Started here, another little new piece for you, walking you through how to use your Let's Go Help 2 account. All right. You have Meet the Team, News and Announcements is where we post all of the new Let's Go videos, where we post the applications. Sometimes Dental All Smiles posts nationwide grants here in News and Announcements. And then we pin it up here in Featured so that you can see what we're trying to highlight for you, trying to keep those Let's Go grants right at the top. You also have Getting Started, another great place to just explore and see how to best utilize your account. And finally, Testimonials. This is a great place to go and look and see how other members have utilized their Let's Go Help membership and the benefits they've gained, all of the goals that they've accomplished, why they like their membership in Let's Go Help, all of the wonderful pieces. Next, the questions corner. This has changed just a little bit too. Now you just have the Ask Your Questions Here space, which is, as it says, this is the one and only place to ask questions. That's because this is the best place to ask questions, folks. Of course, those of you who have been in the community for a little while know there's several places where technically you can ask your questions. However, if you ask them here, it really enables the staff to single in on them and get them answered. It's the best way to make sure that the staff and Matthew Let's Go have a chance to see your questions. So all you have to do is pop right into your Ask Your Questions Here space, click the Share What's on Your Mind tab, and start typing up your question. When you hit post, it's going to automatically post. You won't have this little bit, don't worry about that. And it'll automatically show up in the newsfeed, just like mine did here. Once it shows up, it's easy to find for the staff. When you go to search your name, posts show up better than comments on someone else's post. And in this one feed, this is where Matthew Let's Go and staff are trying to focus their attention to find those questions. This is one of the first things that we do is go through this area to look for those new posts, okay? So make sure and ask your questions in the Ask Your Questions Here space, all right? The FAQ page, pretty self-explanatory. Again, it's going to walk you through a variety of information that will help you to make the most of your Let's Go Help membership. Next, we have the Stay Safe Guidance collection. And folks, there were a couple things in here that were really surprising when Matthew did some analytics and showed us where people were enjoying going to and going to less. People weren't going to this safety checklist space as much as I would like to see. I would like to see every single Let's Go Help member come into this space at least once every 3 months to a month. This is the important stuff, guys. This is where we keep all that information about how the scam artists try to steal your money. And they're quick and they're clever. You want to refresh your brain on this stuff and not get taken in by these scam artists. This is the information that keeps you safe. And it was one of the spaces that was considered being up for deletion or at least archiving because it's not being used. Folks, this is extremely, extremely important material. This is how you don't get your money stolen. You're out trying to get free money. You don't want somebody coming in and stealing any money you already have. Please, please visit the safety checklist space and get up to date on all of the information that will keep you safe out there, not only in the grant hunting world, but in all areas of your life. Banks, credit unions, the government, all of these places, they're putting out all these warnings all the time, just as we are, because these actors, these bad actors and thieves are out there everywhere trying to steal your money. This will help to keep you safe. Please make use of this space. Also, the safety warning space in the same context. All right. Now, this one was visited more. I don't think that this one was up for deletion, but still, make sure you've gone in here recently. Every time I see a new warning from Rose Scarlett, who we consider to be our in-house detective, I bring it over here and I pop it up for you guys because she's out there all the time. It's just one of her skill sets. You know, some people can follow the trail, follow the money, and Rose Scarlett is excellent at it. And so when she's out there warning you, I take her warnings and I provide them for you here in Let's Go Help too, because she primarily works in Let's Go Help. So you won't see her warnings if you don't work in Let's Go Help. So I make sure that they're here for you because they're really good warnings and they really keep you alert and aware of what they utilize against you to try to steal your money. So please, please, every month to 3 months, make sure you're coming in and checking out the safety checklist and the safety warnings. Even if there's nothing new, which there likely will be, but even if not, refresh your memory. Make sure you remember all their nasty little tricks to keep yourself safe from these bad actors. Next, you have emergency info. These are really great pieces if you are in an emergency moment. You can't have fun when you're in an emergency moment. You got to come in and get those resources to get out of that emergency moment so you can go for the big fun stuff beyond the immediate needs stuff, right? And finally, you have find help in crisis moments. This is an entire list of people that sit by the phone out there for our crisis moments, whether it's suicide, for our military who have so much trauma from serving our country, if you have depression, addictions, if you've come from substance abuse and mental health difficulties, eating disorders, general crisis, Child Help National Child Abuse Hotline, again, another crisis text line, civil or cyber civil rights, right? There's so many people simply waiting by the phone, both volunteer and paid positions, just waiting to help if you're in an emergency moment. Don't be alone. There's somebody out there that can help you, that can listen to you, and that can provide resources for your emergency moment, just as we do here. Please don't be alone when you're in a crisis moment. All right. There's so many people out there who want to be there for us. Let them be there for you when it's your moment. We've all had them. I've had them. I'm not really good about reaching out on these lines. I call my mom, or I call my husband, or I call Ethel, or I call, all these different people of all these different time periods. And maybe you have that and maybe you don't. When I haven't had that, I have used counseling services, absolutely. And I have had therapists and psychiatrists and all these different pieces, right? That is here for you. Don't be alone. Whether you want to call and talk to a stranger because it's easier to talk to a stranger, or you want to get somebody on a regular weekly or bi-weekly basis to talk to that actually gets to know you. If you want to find a community so that you can find people to just talk to, it's not about crisis, you just need a community. That's us here, and we can show you other communities that you can be a part of based on your lifestyle, your interests, your needs, your stressors, whatever it may be. Please don't be alone. There are a lot of hard times going on right now. There's war going on, as Marlene mentioned. That hurts our heart. We all know that the stuff going on in the Gaza Strip has been going on for more than our lifetimes for many of us, myself included. It's a painful period of time over there. Our economy's crashing. We have all these changes, all these worries, the environment. There's a lot of stressors out there. So just know we as the Let's Go Help community are here for each other. And there are so many professionals that you can access for free that are also there to help you. Please just don't be alone, okay? I can't stress it enough. Also, I can't stress it enough. Go in and make use of these areas so they don't go away, because they're really, really valuable areas, everyone. All right, I apologize that my door is kind of bumping. Just something about the airflow in this house. Sometimes it makes my door just knock. So if you guys can hear that, I do apologize. Next, you have the Let's Go Help channel. That's got Let's Go Live. When you go here into Let's Go Live, this is going to be the area where Matthew Let's Go posts all of the lives that he's done here in Let's Go Help too. Once they're completed, he'll upload them into this area that my computer won't go to. It'll get there eventually, folks. Oh my gosh, this is so frustrating. Again, if it's because of the war, this is nothing to what people who are really having to deal with that. And yet it's not unfrustrating, right? I'm sure you guys would like it to work a little bit better too. There we go. So here we are in Let's Go Live, and that's where you're going to find all of those replays, just as they're called. Yesterday's video, a couple days before that. He does them every 2 or 3 days, comes in, you'll see a little box appear up here in the toolbar, and it'll say live. Matthew, Let's Go Live, something like that, and you'll see him talking, but you won't hear it until you click that. Just click that, then you can talk to him while he's live. Once that live is over, he comes in and places it here for you in the Let's Go Live, Let's Go Help channel. All right, next we have the Let's Go Training collection. Again, one of the areas that's being talked about getting rid of, at least for the moment, is training guidelines. I misspoke when I said deleted. The intention is to archive anything that is removed at this current time, so that if we want to bring it back, we can. But this is another area that may disappear. I don't think this one will be a big deal. I really encourage you to make use of the Stay Safe guidance areas, but the training guidelines, it'll be all right if that disappears. Because we'll still have the Let's Go training course, partnership and accountability, and the archive classes, and that's where we do the work. So even if we don't have a guideline, you guys can always ask questions. Today's class comes from the Let's Go training course. If you head on in there, you're going to land on the syllabus page. This is one of the areas where you can go in and find a variety of resources stored under topics. Okay, you also have community questions, and that is one of the areas where you can come in and post. But again, we're really trying to encourage you to go into the questions corner, into the Ask Your Questions Here space. That's the best place to ask your questions. All right. Also in the Let's Go training collection, the partnership and accountability space, that's where we host tomorrow's class. And finally, archive classes. I do believe, oh my goodness, cross our fingers, folks, Mighty Networks may have temporarily given me a workaround to get our classes posted. I have to try after class today, once this is finished processing over in Zoom, I have to go and try doing it through a VPN, which I guess makes it look like I'm coming from a different IP address. I don't know, it's this new thing. I keep having to learn new things in order to try to make my account work with Mighty Networks. So I'm gonna learn how to use a VPN. So that's kind of fun. I've always kind of wondered how to do that. Now I'm gonna know. I should, cross my fingers, be able to post tonight's class. If I am able to post tonight's class, I'm just going to slowly start catching this up. We're 2 weeks behind, and it does take an hour or two to post the classes in all the different locations. So it's going to take me quite some time to get us caught up, but I will work on it as much as I can as we go, if this new method working through the VPN works until they correct the actual problem. Okay, next, Let's Go Help Chit Chat. Just as it says, this is an area where you can come in and talk to other members. Tammy Larson, our Let's Go training course volunteer squad leader, has been given the status of moderator, though she's still a volunteer. She's not a staff member. She's earned the privilege of being a moderator for our lovely members who she helps constantly just because she loves what she's doing. She has so much fun. She wants to share that fun and encourage you guys to go out and experience what she has, how it's changed her life, all the successes that she's managed to achieve, over $200,000 worth of grant and grant-like opportunities in around 2 years, and she just keeps racking them up, right? So she's earned moderator status, and she does actively moderate this conversation, but no staff members do, so just be aware. This is a members-only chit-chat, say hi area. Next, you have apply for a Let's Go grant. Pretty self-explanatory again. All you want to do, come in, click the $60,000 Let's Go giveaway application space. There's going to be a post right at the very top in the featured section. All right, you should have the newest application. As Matthew says, it does take us a couple of days sometimes to get it up, but the newest application in a few days will be right here at the front of the featured section. Simply click that post for the current Let's Go giveaway. You want to come in, read the instructions, just kind of look it over, right? And then you want to click this form. Click that. And again, I would really appreciate it if you don't try to use my email. Here we have the questions for the giveaway. Put in your name. And we're filling it out because I've seen a lot of questions about how to go about this week. If you have a different Facebook name, for instance, my name is Sabrina Giesler, maybe I go by Bina or Brina, something like that. I don't, but that might be what you've chosen, a nickname, something that you call yourself. Maybe you like to, as my daughter Amber, she prefers to be known as Kaz. She has a nickname or a preferred name. Whatever you go by in Facebook, if you have a different name than the name on your birth certificate, your social security card, your all these things that are official, you just want to put that. I used to have an alt account on Facebook, so I just use that as an example. Again, I do have an alt Let's Go Help too, and it is under Cassandra Littlefield. Then you want to put the email that you use to sign up for your Let's Go Help subscription with, okay? I just put the Let's Go Help at gmail.com email address as the example. A phone number, this is only utilized if you win. And if you claim your prize right away, it won't even be utilized then. They didn't institute the Let's Go giveaway until I was a staff member, so I've never applied. Okay. And then you want to put something about how you would use the funds, right? Let me just copy up a bunch of letters. This will be perfect. Okay, so we're just going to take all of this, just so I don't have to go through the typey part. Come back over to our application. I'm going to put it in with no formatting. And see, it says must be 500 characters or fewer. So then what that means is I have more than 500 characters. So I would have to come in, and this is going to be a lot more. So I'll probably be somewhere less than this, but let's start there. Still got to get rid of more, must be 500 characters or less. And there you go. That would work, right? That would be 500 characters or less. I probably have a little bit of room to grow here and add a little bit more detail. That's where I hit my mark. As you see, it's right here. Must be 500 characters or fewer. So I go back in and I have to get it back before that warning. And now I'm going to be able to submit it. If I have more than that and I try to hit submit, it's not going to let me, and it's going to take me right back to this box identifying the issue. If I hadn't put an email here, okay, so I'm going to take that email out, and then I'm going to take out a few characters here until we have this one correct. But it's still not going to let me because you see this is required. So I'm going to hit submit, and it's going to tell me, no, look, you don't have an email address, okay? So if you hit submit and it jumps you up in the application, you've got to look at what they're telling you with that jump. What field is not filled out correctly the way they want it, okay? Now I have that filled out. I have it in 500 characters or less, and boom, it's going to let me submit. Once you see this screen, thank you for applying to our monthly $60,000 grant giveaway. You have applied. We have received it. It's generated in a spreadsheet. It's all there, and you don't have to worry about it. Google does send out acceptance forms, or whatever you might want to call it, confirmation emails, but they only do it, I think, for the first 100 period. I don't even think it's per day. I think it's the first 100 people that fill this application out are going to receive a confirmation email, and then from then on, nobody does. So don't really be looking for a confirmation email. Very few of you are going to receive a confirmation email. This is the important part. This is the confirmation screen. Thank you for applying to our monthly $60,000 giveaway. That lets you know officially you have submitted your application. It has been accepted. It even tells you your application has been accepted. Okay, let's just see if I can't screenshot this while we're here to keep in my stuff. Oh, it might let me. Yay. Not everything works when we have Zoom going. That way, when people are asking, I can show them the screen. Okay, so that's how it works, and that is how each one of the application forms works. So if you were to go into the Let's Go $15,000 car repair grant, the same thing. Once you actually get into that space, you're going to see our featured section right here at the top. And you want to click the newest post for the October 20th Let's Go car repair grant right here for you. It's a Google form. Click the link and go in and fill it out exactly the same way. Once you see that confirmation screen, you've applied, and you only want to apply once each month. We only count one application. If you put in a whole bunch of applications, there was a gentleman that put in over 15 applications for the computer giveaway one month. He disqualified himself because when we did our random draw, he showed up like 3 or 4 times. It was not a fair random draw when he put in 15 applications. Now, when a member accidentally puts in 2 or 3 because they just can't remember if they put it in, we're not worried about that. We're only going to count one, but you're not going to disqualify yourself. But it's really to your best effort to get the answer. That think about it for a week or 2, right? You always have a month to apply each month. So think about it for a minute. Type up or write down your best answer, and then make sure to save that so that if your situation doesn't change, you can just go copy it, paste it into the application form, and use it each month until you're a winner or until your situation changes and you want to retype up your entry. Make sure it's your best entry. On the Let's Go giveaway, we do, as staff members, there's about 8 of us that vote. That may change. We've discussed going to a random draw as the Let's Go car repair grant and the Let's Go computer giveaway are random draws, right? That may happen with the Let's Go giveaway, but right now we're still voting. So you want to make sure to put your best entry out there. Each of us vote based on our own criteria. Nobody tells us how to vote. It is a very democratic process. Each of us determines who we are going to vote for, but you still want to put your best entry out there, right? And I promise you, we all do have different criteria. Just because you don't win for several months doesn't mean that next time you're not going to be seen by a different staff member. We break it up into sections. So the initial shortlist is created where we each only read a certain segment of the application. Then we vote on a number of those, and all of those votes are pulled into the longer one where we actually vote for 110. Well, maybe you're in my number for a couple of months. And what I vote for are those people who are best going to be able to actually use $1,000 or $500, right? If you're telling me like, oh my goodness, I have cancer, I might lose my home, my roof needs repaired, and I have to replace all of my teeth with implants. Well, $500 to $1,000 isn't really going to get you anywhere, no matter how much I would love to help you. That's a horrible story for any of us to live, right? I would love to be able to do something for each and every one of you, much less somebody who was in such hardship shoes. However, $500 to $1,000 when you need your roof replaced, you're about ready to lose your home, you have cancer, and you need every one of your teeth replaced as implants, it's just not going to help you. You need to go in and look at the bigger grant. So I'm going to vote for somebody who says, you know what, I've got to replace 2 of my tires and put some gas in my car and some food on my table for this month, or I don't know how I'm going to make it. Well, $500 to $1,000 is really going to accomplish the majority, if not all of that. And that's really life stressor right now. I got to get this taken care of or things are going to fall apart, right? Cancer is an ongoing thing. When we're about to lose our home, we have to work you generally 2 to 3, 6 months. It's a longer period of time. If you have to put food on the table and gas in the car and tires on the car, you can't get to work to continue to put food on the table. It's an immediate moment that can be fixed right now. But that's just how I vote, right? So you want to put out your best vote. There's nothing you can do wrong other than go over 500 characters. Be honest, be yourself, be clear. Sometimes the entries are really hard to understand exactly what's being asked for. And even if we would have voted for them, if we can't really understand it, it's hard for us to have selected that particular entry, right? And then just put it in every single month. We have probably around 20,000 individuals as members of the Let's Go Help community between Let's Go Help and Let's Go Help 2. But only about 1,500, not even 2,000 people are putting in an entry every month. 1, that makes your odds amazing. And 2, why not put in until you win? It's not a guarantee that you're going to win, but it is a guarantee you're not going to win if you don't put it in. Go out there, put in for all of the Let's Go grants, the Let's Go giveaway application, the Let's Go car repair application, and the Let's Go 25 laptop computer giveaway. And of course, if you just don't need a laptop or you don't have a car and you're not interested in having a car, then yeah, you might not put in for those. But still, who can't use $500 to $1,000 for whatever they need it for? I just don't know of a single person on the planet who's not an ultra billionaire who wouldn't say, sure, I'll take $500 to $1,000 to add to this goal or this need or this desperate moment, whatever it may be, right? Make sure you get that application in every month. Next, again, pretty self-explanatory. You have the Let's Go grant winners. There's the $60,000 giveaway winners, the Let's Go $15,000 car repair grant winners, and the Let's Go 25 laptop computer winners. Every month, we put those in there for you. Thousands of members have won, but there are so many more thousands of you out there who can still win. Make sure to get those applications in every month. All right, next we have the state groups. It is, again, self-explanatory. That's really the goal, right? We want you guys to be able to come in brand new, first day you're in here, and really start to be able to get a feel for how to utilize the space. I know a lot of you don't necessarily feel like that, but that's our goal, and that's what we're trying to do. So when I say it's pretty self-explanatory, that's really the point. We want you to be able to look at the title and have a good idea of what's going on in that collection, right? Well, state group, that's all of our states. Alabama on down to Wyoming, baby. They're right here for you. We do have, I believe, Washington, D.C., yes, the District of Columbia and Puerto Rico. If you live in any of the other territories, please let us know. We don't have them specifically listed, but we do have resources for the Samoan Islands, all these other territories within our country's broad reach, right? And finally, the LESCO report. Now, be aware, again, folks, there were several areas of the LESCO report that we're looking at being deleted or archived. So come in. If you're interested in a topic in here, make sure to go by and check it out so that these areas don't get removed, all right? The State 500 mini grant report, I am slowly updating as I see somebody that has Texas, Arizona, Maine, Michigan, whatever it happens to be. But if you come across your state and it looks like this, I don't think I've done Alabama's yet. I have. Okay, so if it looks like this is what you want to see. This link is going to take you to the overall 500 mini grant report that has about 6 or 7 different LESCO reports as the report itself. Some of them don't have that. They have like one of the reports in them. And so I am slowly getting it updated. But if your state has not been updated, please make sure to let me know so that I can get in there and get that done, that you're in need of that before I've come across it somewhere else, okay? That's what it should look like. So if it says Alabama, Arizona, Delaware, financial assistance, business, healthcare, pet care, consulting, real estate, housing, that is the updated link. And if it has Matthew Lesko's picture. For instance, let's go into something that I just know I haven't changed yet. Kentucky. I'm just about as certain as I could be that I haven't changed out Kentucky's yet. No. Okay. So here you see it's just got a link. The other one had the titled link and the link that looks like this. So no matter which way you prefer, you're going to see the link the way your brain sees the link. And then there's Matthew Lesko's profile picture. When we click on this link for Kentucky, it's going to pull up a LESCO report, and that's definitely better than not. But, and this one might be correct. A few of them have been correct. A few of them have been like the mentoring document. Even when they are correct, the formatting is off on a lot of them. So this one actually looks like everything is right here. You have everything you need. Everything is formatted properly. You can see everything. But many of them won't when they're just that single link. So if you struggle and you pull up something that says like mentoring, researching, all these resources in your state, that's great, but that's not the overall. Let's go into North Carolina and see. I'd like to show you an example so you can see what you want to see and what you want to see more of. And maybe somebody's come in and updated these. Let's see if the formatting is correct. Okay, it looks like maybe somebody is updating them along with me. But if you don't see this, if you see a report that's on one topic, not all of these topics, as you see financial assistance, business, healthcare, pet care, consulting, that's the document that you want to see for each of those states. So if you don't see that, please make sure to let us know right away so that we can get that corrected for you. All right, that pretty well covers the majority of LESCO Help 2. The only other area that I like to talk about is this toolbar up here at the top. When you're in an overall category, Explore, Daily Feed, All About LESCO Help, Stay Safe Guidance, you will be searching all of LESCO Help 2. So let's just jump into Stay Safe Guidance so you see what I mean. Still says search LESCO Help 2. However, if I head into the safety checklist space, then I'm only searching the safety checklist space. So I like to search all of LESCO Help 2 unless I know exactly where the post is I'm looking for, such as the Partnership and Accountability Group. A lot of different answers for members have been placed there. So I might go and look in something specific like that. Otherwise, I just want to search all of LESCO Help 2. And one of the most common reasons that you might search that would be to find answers that you've been provided. Well, here we have Tommy Hicks. He's a regular member here in class. Let's just utilize Tommy's name there, and it took away one of my M's, and find the answers that Tommy has been provided over time here in LESCO Help 2. It may not be all of them, but it's going to give you a very good long list if you've participated. If you haven't participated, it doesn't have anything to find, right? And so you hear, "Aw, Grandpa's 6, that is so cute. He was one of our winners. Tammy's talking to him. This is where he got his personal report. Again, he and Tammy are having conversations here, or she's encouraging him, whatever it may be. All these different places where Tommy can click and go in to see if he's received an answer on this specific spot. Now, as you see, we're not finding a lot of posts by Tommy. That's when you really start to find your answers better. It's when you create those posts. These are all just comments. This is actually a comment to Tommy from Michelle. It's not even Tommy's comment. So you really want to use those posts. And then if you always stick to the ask your questions here space, right? You can go in and just search the ask your questions here space, and it actually is going to be able to search that space much more readily for all your answers because it's just the ask your questions here space, not all of Let's Go Help 2. And so here, if we search Tommy's name, you will get a little bit more specific with the answers, okay? This is one, yes, where Tammy's talking to you, but the other two are going to be answers from staff. So that's how you use your toolbar up here at the top. You also have this little icon with a plus sign, a little guy with a plus sign. That's how you can invite your friends, family, colleagues to get their own Let's Go Help subscription and join us in the Let's Go Help community. You have your notification bell with your numbers on top of it. It's a little green box that'll either have numbers or a star. If you have a star, that means you have over 1,000 notifications. In that case, you might want to just click your notification bell and click this check mark all as red so that you can see as new things come in, okay? And finally, if you have your profile picture uploaded, there will be a little profile picture right here. Otherwise, it'll be the first letter of your first name that you call yourself here in Let's Go Help 2. So mine would be an S with a colored background. If you're on a phone, these items are going to be on the bottom of your screen, not the top. And also, I did forget to tell you, if you're on a phone to expose this contents menu, you need to click either Matthew Lesko's profile picture or the white 3-bar horizontal menu in the upper and lower left-hand corners of your phone screen. All right, that pretty well covers Let's Go Help 2. Let's go ahead and close all of these so that we can go into Let's Go Help. Oh gosh, I have to sign in here too. Okay. Oh, I remember my password. Okay. Now this is why I'm always telling you guys to keep your passwords, right? I do happen to remember this one offhand, but what would I do if I had cleared out all my caches, all my history, my cookies, and I wasn't signed in anymore? And here we are in class and I'm trying to show you something. If I didn't have my password, it could be a real problem, right? If I didn't remember it as I do now and had to go try in all my password possibilities, it would be a real problem. What do you mean the password I entered is incorrect? It is, oh, I may not. Let's see here. Thought I put that. Let's try this again. That is correct. Let me just make sure I don't have my keyboard. No. Let me just stop there and look and make sure I'm typing it right. Ready, sir. The hell, excuse me, do you mean that's not my stuff? Facebook is a pain in the butt. Nobody likes you, Facebook. I tell Facebook best things all the time. I do not like Facebook. That is what it is, Facebook. You are wrong. That is what it is. Oh man, Tammy, is it going to do to me what it was doing to you earlier?
It was crazy. Like I had to go through my email.
I can't
I've
even
never
do
seen
that
that
now,
before.
I don't think, because I'm not signed in. If it doesn't recognize my password, I'm like,
Yeah, for
I have
some
not
reason,
changed
like
this password.
I didn't change my password either. And like when I was logging into the app, like I normally do for the last 3 years, it was telling me that I had to pay. And
It's
I don't
saying
know.
I have to create a new account. Like it's showing my account.
Yeah,
Oh
right.
my God. Whatever.
Yeah,
Okay,
I just had to go into I just had to go into my email and grab a Let's Go Help 2 link. And then that's how I got it. I couldn't even get in through Facebook through the back door. So I don't know what's going on with Mighty Networks. Maybe they're doing an update or something on their platform. But
well,
when
like
I
Marlene
updated,
said, you know, if the war in
yeah,
the
that's
Gaza
crazy,
Strip
girl.
and Palestine is affecting us that heavily, you know. Okay, let me try one more time. They're saying like don't put it in as an email. All right, then where's this notification? Facebook? I don't see no notification. Starting to really piss me off.
Yeah, I was doing that to me earlier. I was like, oh, I was so frustrated because I never had an issue before. So yeah, it's a little frustrating when you can't get in, you know?
Mm-hmm. For sure that, yeah. And there's this notification they're telling me they're full of crap. There's no notification. Not like Facebook ever gives you any kind of consistent notification. They didn't send me a, wait, maybe that's a text message. No, it is not. I can't stand Facebook. Didn't receive a code. Finally. All right. Holy crap, Skittles. That was ridiculous. Okay, we're in. Silly, silly thing. Okay, so here we are. Everybody's face looks about the same. Everybody's got different friends up here, different pieces in their newsfeed, but this is what your newsfeed looks like when you come into Facebook. So we're going to search for Let's Go Help. You see, I already have it here, but this is going to take me automatically into the real one. So I'm going to search it so you guys can see what the fakers look like. Okay, because you want to make sure you get the real Let's Go Help, which for some reason this faker is above Matthew. Why? This one, that's the real deal, has 15,000 members. I've never seen that before. This is not real, guys. There is no Let's Go Help 2 on Facebook. We are only on Mighty Network as Let's Go Help 2. If you see Let's Go Help 2 on Facebook, you automatically know it's a scam artist group. Please, please do not join. This is a fake Matthew Hart. This is really one of our members, Diane Gavin, Austin Moore. Unfortunately, I recognize those two members, and they're real people, and they're sucked into this fake Let's Go Help 2. It makes me so sad. So you can report these people. If you just hover your mouse over it, hit the three-dot menu, report group. They are at least at minimum false information, something else, submit. False news, something else. They're not really Matthew Lesko. They won't let you report it as Matthew Lesko being a celebrity or any of that. They don't recognize him there. But obviously, when we all know who he is, he's pretty well a celebrity. All you can do is click it, report group, false information, something else, submit. And it'll take them up to 6 months to a year to delete these fakers, but we can only do what we can do. We don't control Facebook, unfortunately. Many people would love it if someone else controlled it other than Facebook. But you're looking for this 15,000. If you hover your mouse and you see more details, you see it's actually almost 16,000 members. We're somewhere 100 or less away from being 16,000 members. So exciting, right? I'm so sorry, folks. This is the school for some reason for my daughter. 2 seconds. Okay, sorry, they were just letting me know I guess the fall break is in October now. Like, I don't even understand these schools anymore. Do we not have a break for the kids at Thanksgiving then? Just curious. That's a little weird. Oh, well, whatever. I like having my children at home. So 15,000 members. That's the real clue to let you know that it is the real Let's Go Help. Let's head on into Let's Go Help, the real deal. And there's been a little bit of formatting changes. within Let's Go Help. That's what I'm trying to explain to Matthew Lesko. He doesn't deal with our featured section. The staff members handle that for him. So he doesn't understand exactly what I'm telling him when this featured section that we talk about each week, where we keep the Let's Go giveaway and all the other applications pinned for you, where I invite you to class each Tuesday and Wednesday, all that nice featured section piece is gone. It's only in the grayed out tabs up here, and we can no longer manually organize it. So it's in a timeline order, which means that you just kind of have to scroll until you find the application. It's really frustrating. I don't like it at all. I'm very disappointed in Facebook again. And so that's how far it took for us to get to the November 4th grant giveaway. So what I'm trying to get set up, but that I don't completely have control of, is I'm trying to get it all put into the guides for you guys. Misty's going to keep the car repair grant information up to date. I'm hoping that Ethel will be keeping the computer grant information up to date. And then either Janae or Karishma will hopefully keep the Let's Go monthly giveaway links up to date. As you see, we don't have October's or November's in here. And I'm not really supposed to handle the contest anymore, so I'm trying to help and encourage, but I'm also not trying to do things that I'm not supposed to. So I don't have access, I don't have authority or prerogatives or whatever you would say over the giveaways any longer. So ask for them. Tell them, hey, the giveaway isn't in guides. Where do I find it? I can't find it. I can't find it. And they'll figure out what I'm talking about and get it corrected for you guys. Okay. Still in guide 2 though, you have free access to Let's Go Help 2. You just click this link preview right here. It's the second link preview in guide 2. Click that, and that's what Tammy was talking about earlier. It wouldn't even work for her to come in and click this and try to gain free access. Something was wrong with her account, just like it wouldn't let me into Facebook, being a pain in the butt. It was the right email address. It was the right password. It eventually let me in on it. Something's going on weird. Don't get mad at your devices. Don't get mad at yourselves. Just try to roll with it. The internet is not working properly again. When you've pulled up the post from that link preview, you're just looking for this blue link. That's going to take you to our free access plan to Let's Go Help 2. You only need to have one subscription for both Let's Go Help on Facebook and Let's Go Help 2 on Mighty Networks. 2 groups, 1 subscription. Really great deal. All right, heading back. If you go up to the top, then you can go to discussion and return to the area where the featured section used to be, but where you still can click the write something text box, right? This is right at the very top. This is our cover photo. Scroll down just a little bit. You see those grayed out tabs that we were talking about. And then finally, the write something text box. This is where you can come in and ask your questions here in Let's Go Help. Once you have that typed up, the post will turn blue. Click that. And that's going to go into pending posts over here. All right. Mine automatically shows up. Yours is not going to do that. You have to get it approved. And when it is approved, it's going to have the answers right here in the comments under your post. Once you've gotten your post approved, you can edit it or delete it. If you edit it, Matthew Lesko is not going to see your edit. You need to make a new post if you want to update your question or a follow-up question. Brand new post. If you choose to delete your post, as I'm doing right now, just know you won't be able to search for that answer after you've deleted it. That's really the only complication there. And also, if you choose to make an anonymous post, it's going to be very hard for you to find the answers that you've been provided. We absolutely support you in protecting your privacy to the level that you feel comfortable with, but you also need to know the complications that are going to occur with that sometimes. Okay. Finally, folks, not only do you have the guides with a lot more information in there than just free access to Let's Go Help 2 and the giveaway link, you also have the Files tab right here. This Files tab has some more stored information for resources for you in there. Finally, you have your magnification icon, similar to Let's Go Help 2. For the search, all you do is click that magnification glass, and let's see if Tommy is over here in Let's Go Help as well as in Let's Go Help 2. And it doesn't look like it. So that lets me know that Tommy's not making use of his Let's Go Help membership. He's over there in Let's Go Help 2, and that's a great start. Hopefully he'll come in and request to join here in Let's Go Help on Facebook and make full use of his Let's Go Help subscription. All right, everybody. It is a little bit past time for our break. We kind of had a rough start there with all of the junk my computer was playing. We will go ahead and take our break, and we'll come back right about the 20 to 25 minute marker wherever you are. Pacific, that will be 420, 425, Mountain 520, 525, Central 620, 625, and Eastern 720, 725. Please feel free to talk amongst yourselves. If your lips aren't moving, your microphone should be muted. We've had a couple of classes lately that really highlighted why you need to have yourself muted. There can be feedback, there can be background noise. If you don't know you're unmuted and you start having a private conversation, it could be very embarrassing or even costly if you expose information that you don't want to expose. So do make sure that if you're not actively talking to class, that your microphone is muted. When I come back in from being outside, if I see a bunch of microphones open, I'm just going to start muting them, because I've been given this warning for at least a year, maybe 2 years now, and I just consistently see that there's 4 to 5, 6, 7 microphones open when I come back from being outside. I'm going to mute everybody that's not actually talking, because it's actually very disrespectful. One, it's the protocol that we have set up. It's what I repeat and I request from you guys every time for your own privacy, safety, security, and everyone's listening pleasure. It becomes very unpleasant, especially for our phone audience, when there are a multitude of microphones open. It's almost painful to listen to sometimes when that happens. And so it isn't me being disrespectful when I come in and mute people that aren't talking. If you get silent, that's probably because you weren't being respectful of the floor. Okay, I'm really stressing this right now. I really want to see 1 to 2 microphones open when I come back in from outside. I want to see you guys respecting each other as much as you respect when I have the floor. I respect you guys, so let's all respect each other. Only people with their mouth moving, having their microphones open. Okay. Also, if you choose to share your desktop as mine is, or your background, please make sure to keep your personal and financial information private. All right, everybody. Tammy's here with us today. She generally takes over the floor when I step out. So please respect when Tammy has the floor, just like you would when I have the floor. Thank you, everybody, and we'll be back at the 20-25 minute marker wherever you are.
And she's off and away. Go, Sabrina, go. Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Marlene.
Happy Tuesday.
Hi, Tommy. Hey. Who was that? Was that my love of my life, my soulmate, Charity? Is that
It's
you?
Taco Tuesday, man, but I'm
I
eating
know,
loaded
man.
pretzel
I was about
ice
to say I was
cream.
about to
Oh.
order me some tacos. Actually, my husband, he made me some rice, some bean taco thing or whatever. I was like,
Ooh,
okay, it's Taco Tuesday, but it has this rice and whatever, like goulash or whatever. I'm like, okay, thanks, girl.
it sounds vegetarian. Lovely. I'll
Yeah,
eat
it sounds like, he wants me to eat more rice, more rice.
it. Some protein.
Protein,
Funny.
rice, protein. Yeah.
Yay,
Hi, Miss Charity.
vegetarian
How are
meal.
you?
I'm
How are
I'm
you, Miss
loving some
Charity?
loaded pretzel ice cream.
Oh my goodness. Now you're making
Yeah,
me really hungry. Now I think everybody's jealous. We all
I,
want that stuff. That sounds
I know.
bomb.
I'm sorry. I should not have said it. That is mean.
I
It's
know.
almost gone, and I should not have ate this much now.
Oh,
I
shoot.
know I've
Now,
made a mistake. It's one of those
she
times
made
when
me
you
think
just
of
make a
it.
mistake with it's a half gallon, you just don't do that.
Just
Don't
a half
bring it with
gallon.
you.
Just a half gallon. Not a full gallon, but a half a gallon.
Or you just want to keep eating the melted part, you're like, I'm just gonna get this melted
Right.
part and then I'm gonna put it back. But it just keeps melting, so you just keep eating it.
That's why
Oh
it's like I
gosh.
eat the stick. I get the stick kind, so like I have to eat it like real fast. So like, cause me, I like my ice cream like solid hard. I can't really do the watery, ice cream.
Right.
Cause I
You
hate
wouldn't.
milk. I don't like milk.
Oh,
So
so I do almond milk.
when it's all runny like that, like it grosses me out. So I end up giving it to my husband. I'm like, here, you want my milk juice or something? Because I don't want it.
Man, that's good though, because you don't want to eat and feel like my tummy right now.
Oh,
I
I
made a
know, me too,
mistake.
girl.
I need to hit rewind on my
Hey,
choices.
hey, we all need some sweets in our life, especially today. I don't know. I just want sweets. I know girls love sweets, especially, us women, we need chocolate in our lives.
I had the best
Sometimes.
person come today.
What's that?
I had the best person. My IHS with training. The first time I've had the service person come,
Oh,
and I
wow.
hope I get him again. He was so wonderful to be his energy.
Oh, cool. Like, how
It,
do you do you request? Can you request him as your IHS provider? Because I know I
my
can have the option of
well,
doing that because my husband is.
I have IHS and then I have IHS with training, and then I have homemaking. And then I have
Well,
peer support.
Minnesota, like Minnesota hooked you up. Like I don't got no cooking
I don't
classes.
even know how any of it happened. I don't
It just
know.
happens, girl. Well, it
Somebody
just
said that's
happens.
the
Like
wrong one, and they gave me a different application. I
it seems
don't really
like
know what happened.
sometimes like you don't even know these things exist until like you mention something, and it's like, oh man, I should have mentioned this a long time ago. Because sometimes we just
Yeah.
don't know.
I
Like
think my arms worker did it. I bet you Hannah did it. She's so smart and nice and
I
kind.
think everybody loves you, Charity. I think
I think everybody loves you. I think we all love each
yeah,
other.
everybody just
Always
loves
use
each
love.
other. We're just all lovers. Are like
But then
lovers and friends. Like Tim
That's
McGraw
girl.
song, you can love, you can beat me up. I can't remember the song, but I'm a horrible singer.
But
But yeah,
all you need is love. Burn, 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 burn.
all you need is love.
Excuse me, Tammy.
Yes,
Tammy, yeah, you got a question? Right there. Boom.
Yeah.
I'm silent.
Okay. Okay,
Go
I
ahead.
got a question. Okay,
Sure.
my thing is,
Who am I
okay.
speaking to? Vanessa?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
Hi, Vanessa. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
All right,
Yeah.
you're going to introduce yourself first before we go on, and I can assist you.
But
Obviously, you
the
know your
reason.
name, where you're from, and
Oh,
how long you've been a member, and then I'll assist you
oh,
after
okay.
that.
Well,
Because
see, I
everybody
didn't.
doesn't know everybody, so go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I didn't do that because I thought when I speak with the microphone on, I don't know. I thought it automatically said my name and stuff. I didn't know that part.
Well, with some people, they change their display name when they come in. So I don't think I've ever spoken to you on a live before. I see your name on my screen, but I haven't, formally like talked to you like face to face before. And I don't think a lot of new members come in here all the time. So what I do is I always ask people to say their name, where they're from, and how long they've been a member, and some of the goals and their challenges that they want to accomplish. Those are the main
Oh,
things when I ask people. So yeah, go ahead.
okay. Well, my name is Vanessa Coolidge. I'm from Tampa, Florida, and I want to say I've been a member about a month and a half, I believe it is.
Oh,
And
cool.
yeah, I'm disabled on dialysis. So I'm here to try to find a grant. Because see what happened, I was in the hospital because that fentanyl, I had got sick and fentanyl made me sick. So was out of work for a while, for about 2 months. So made my bills behind. So I'm here to try to find a grant to help me get myself back together. I'm trying to get all my bills caught up and clean up my credit. And then eventually right now, since I went back to my back's starting to bother me because I work at this was Busch Gardens, but now it's SeaWorld and Entertainment. They changed it to that. So I have a scooter, so I'm lifting it up and it's bothering my back. So I had to put in for medical leave because I had to see what's going on with my back. But see, I'm going to be out of work again. So that's what I'm trying to see. I need to find a grant. I've been trying to do my own research. I found some grants and I try to put in, but it'd be the wrong address. They say no address found. So I've been trying all
Okay.
my end, just can't get it.
All right. I don't know if you've looked at the Meta Grant report or the Monster report. Have you heard about those two reports?
Well, yes, I heard about it, but I just don't
Okay.
understand how.
Okay,
Yeah.
so okay, all right. So what you're gonna do is I place them in the chat for you. I place it in the
Okay.
chat for everybody. Okay, so what you're
Okay.
gonna do, I believe it's item number I don't remember off the top of my head. So we'll just do this together here real quick. Tomorrow is actually the best class. Where Sabrina actually works one-on-one with you. Like say for example, this situation that you're going through right now, she would be doing exactly what I'm doing is going through this metagram report with Matthew Lesko's Bible, basically his book that he put I call it his internet book, with filled with a lot of links. Okay. And a lot of people don't utilize it because it can be overwhelming. There is a lot of links. You need to learn how to utilize it to understand it. If you're not familiar with it, you got to mess with it. That's how you learn. Okay. So with his metagram report, he has it categorized. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on and so forth. Okay.
Mhm.
So what you're gonna do, basically the sections are like chapters. Okay. That's how I say it. They're chapters. So
Okay.
so you're gonna go to your metagram report. Okay. Have you downloaded your state report yet for Florida?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
I down in Florida, but it's telling me Georgia. Is that the
Okay.
same report?
Well, you need to get your state. You're just
I
gonna have
got
to go
Florida.
to Florida. Okay, so you go to Florida. Okay, so now you're talking about you're disabled, so you want to look for underneath I think it's number it's towards the bottom, or could be towards the top. It says grants for disability and let's see here, I think loans or something like that. I don't know what the title is, but it's in the Medicare report. Let me see here for medical. So
Hey,
you want to go to,
Tammy.
yes.
There's the Patient Advocate Foundation that I used with my mom. They have case management.
Oh, there you go. See, Charity knows. She's disabled too. I'm disabled.
My mom. Yep, for my
Yeah.
mom.
So
And they
I
help
Okay,
with
wait,
all sorts of stuff. I
yeah.
just want to
wait.
spit that out there because sometimes I feel like people are so emergency, like they just can't even think about seeing the, just need one thing to get them started.
Hey,
Yeah.
Maybe,
Charity,
Yes.
Charity, can you do me a favor and put that in the chat? Cause
Oh, sure.
I get
Thank you,
I'm
Charity.
still trying to figure out how to navigate
Oh,
back and forth and stuff.
Yeah.
me
Okay. So
too.
Vanessa,
Don't worry.
have you completed the Let's Go training course yet?
But see, that's the thing. See, I'm on dialysis, and then
Okay.
I work, but I just got off of work. I'm just getting on leave now, so maybe I can because a
Okay.
lot of stuff I haven't been doing because I got a whole lot of stuff I
Okay.
got to go through all the you have to say you completed, so I haven't
Well,
completed
you
none of
don't
that.
have to you don't have to necessarily complete it, but like Sabrina said earlier, that is where all the resources are at. Literally, that is the training course. That is where everything from A to Z on this platform. Seriously, you don't have to go through every single section, but that syllabus should be your Bible here in the Let's Go Help 2 community. Like it literally tells you from how to sign in to everything you can possibly think about that Sabrina talks about in classes and what Matthew Lesko talks about on his live videos. And it's very important. You guys pay $20 or whatever you guys pay to utilize this platform. It is difficult. It will be difficult. And I stress you not, at least spend an hour on this platform. That's the only way you guys are going to learn on your grant hunting journey. Like I've been doing this for 3 years and I'm constantly on this platform. It's like my home. So I know how to use it. I know this platform inside out in my sleep, only because I utilized it and I made sure I didn't want to like memorize it. I just messed with it. That's the only way you're gonna learn in your grant hunting journey. You're gonna fail, you're gonna succeed, but this is your journey. So grants are not easy. They come in time. Okay. And you gotta be not so hard on yourselves. When I was like $12,000 in debt with my mortgage, like that's when I first joined. Okay. And yeah, it was a very stressful moment. I thought I was gonna lose my house, you know what I'm saying? And that was like
Yeah.
when the COVID just came out. Okay. So I understand where you guys are all coming from. I've been there. And you guys gotta like attend these classes. They used to be 4 days. We used to have them 4 days a week, and now they're down to 2. So a lot of people are visual learners, some people are auditory learners, and some people just learn at their own pace. And grants can be seasonal for people. Me, they're not seasonal, they're like every day for me. You know what I'm saying? So I stress you gotta literally put it in your daily routine. You gotta put at least an hour in your grant hunting journey in your life to be successful. Seriously. When people tell me they live in a county with 256 counties and they're staying there telling me we don't other counties don't work with other counties, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but 266 counties, you guys got to learn your state. You got to really, really know your next door neighbor. Like you have districts, and with those districts, you have, a huge amount of resources. So, like I said, start learning your states and your cities. That's the only way you will be successful. You need to know where these grants are. We have the links, but now once you talk to these people and once you start writing these people and communicating with these people, you got to know where they primarily are. If I'm in California and I'm trying to get rental assistance in, let's see here, Texas, it's possible.
Mhm.
It totally is possible. But I wouldn't know until I literally got on the phone or emailed them to ask them these questions. That's the only way you guys are going to learn is picking up that phone,
Well,
to be
see, that's the
honest.
thing. That's the thing right there. I try to go through it and I put the email, but it
Mhm.
comes back and it tells me invalid email address.
Okay, so you're talking about on Let's Go Help Too, right? You're trying to apply for the Let's Go Help Too giveaway.
Oh yeah, that's one of them because I went in
Okay,
there.
so what you're gonna do if like for some reason like are you trying to figure out like why your email's invalid?
Well, yeah, because what I
Okay,
did.
so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your profile picture, okay?
Okay,
And then you're
okay,
gonna go to your settings. You want to see
okay,
exactly what email is associated with your Let's Go To account.
okay. Hold on a
So you're
minute.
gonna
I
go
got
to like, yeah, so
okay,
then therefore when you see your email address, you'll be like, okay, so this is the email that is associated with my Let's Go Help Too, because I'm a Let's Go Help member. I originated there and now I
mhm,
came into Let's Go Help Too. So I have to use my email that is associated when I log into my Facebook. Okay, you get what I'm saying? So like I'm on Sabrina's platform and she's a Mighty Networks. I go underneath my other email account. So when I was trying to get in earlier, I had a difficult time. I couldn't even get in through my Facebook. So you gotta like I said, you gotta learn this platform. There's archive classes that we have in the archive tab. If you haven't watched those, I'm not telling you to watch all of them, but that is the best place where Sabrina repeats herself, and repeats herself to the point where I am repeating myself because I know exactly what she's going to say, because I use those videos. I use those videos. They are there for reasons. They're sitting there. Nobody utilizes them because I don't know if anybody does, but some people just don't go into that tab. And that's the most important tab. If you are not, if you're not in these classes and if you are new, Sabrina does a really good tutorial on how to utilize this platform, like every Tuesday, like every day that I'm in these classes. I've only missed like 4 classes since I've been a member. So that's like 4. And I had to be either sick or I just didn't want to attend because I was mad. So, but
I
yeah,
guess I missed more than you then.
yeah, I missed like 4 or
I
something like
think
that.
I have too. Yeah, because when I
Yeah,
look, because a lot of time I was working, and
yeah,
then when
yeah.
I look, I'll be like 2 hours. Like it started at 6. I said 8 o'clock. I said, say you missed a message from Sabrina, and they said, I said, oh, so I missed a whole lot in between for them 2 hours. Because by the time I see the message, because between I work and then I calm down and come home, then I see the message that she sent me, and then you're already in class. That's why a lot of stuff I had to ask because for instance, when she talking about that 500 that giveaway for the car, I mean the repair. I went in there and I had, I think one thing it was like 400 and I think it was 96. I didn't have enough for 500, so I went in there and got it to 500, and then I submitted it, and it's telling me,
Oh,
uh,
okay. So when you say that, you can have up to 500. You don't have to have 500, but you can't have 501 or 510 characters. You can have up to 500 characters when you put in your story.
right, and I did that, and it's telling me it couldn't accept it, and it was
So can we
500.
walk through that a little bit? Let me see where we are with hands.
Okay.
And this is Vanessa. So you do have your hand up, but you're down at the end. But just really quickly, what you want to do is go into the apply for a Let's Go grant collection. Pick the
Okay.
one that you're talking about, like you said, the car repair grant. Go in there.
Okay, where I'm at, okay, where are we? Are we in the Let's Go To part?
Yes, Let's Go Help Too in the Let's Go $15,000 car repair grant space. And
Okay,
right there
well,
at the top in the featured section, I'm just going through it quickly because you're not, it's not your turn yet, right? But I'm sure other people have this question. We've already started talking about it. Once you pull
yeah.
up that post for the October 20th, you just look for that grant link, application link, and that's what you're talking about where you're having trouble getting it to accept. So here you click next, And then you've got to make sure you fill out everything that's a required question. If it has a little red asterisk, that means it's required. So you have to put your first name, you have to put your last name. You don't
Mhm.
have to put a Facebook username or a Let's Go Help 2 username. If you don't use
Mhm.
anything different, like if I just use Sabrina Giesler, I wouldn't need to put anything. I do have an alt account, so not on Facebook anymore, but I do on Let's Go Help 2, so I would put Cassandra Littlefield. Then the email associated with your Let's Go Help subscription. So not just any email, but the one that you use to sign up for your Let's Go Help subscription. And then I just put in Let's Go Help at gmail.com, which is our help desk email. Then a phone number, and these are required. Everything is required so far except for the Facebook and Let's Go Help 2 usernames. If you don't have a different answer there, it's not required. Everything else has been required. It has to be in the correct format, possibly, at gmail.com, at yahoo.com, at outlook.com, whatever it may be. You have to have the correct numbers for your phone number, right? And then what year is your vehicle? Well, the one that I have that's breaking down is a 2007. It's a Nissan Pathfinder. Okay, how would I spend it? So I'm just going to show you what it looks like when you have too many characters.
Mhm.
So I just copied all that and I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to have too many, right? Must be 500 characters or fewer. So you see how it's got this red exclamation point in a circle, and it says must be 500 characters or fewer. If I tried to submit, it would pop me right back to this because I have too many characters. So I'm going to delete out most of them. Let's take it back to here. That got it under. I don't have the warning here anymore. If I took out, for instance, this email and I take it out, look, it automatically knows I had something in there and now I don't. It's letting you know this is a required question. Even though I got my character count correct, if I tried to submit right now, it's going to jump me up to my email. I have to have an email here. And that may be why you're not being able to submit. Does that help you at all there? And I'm sorry, your name was Vanessa. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta play around with it because I had an email in there, but I don't know what was going. But I'm gonna try to put it back in because everything was correct, but it was my reply why I needed the car. I mean, the car repair.
Yeah, it has to be 500 characters or less. Even a space counts as a character. Okay.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try it again because I had like 496 and I put a few more words in it to make it 500 even, but it's still.
You don't need to worry about that. It doesn't have to be up to the 500. You could put in one word. Wouldn't matter. You just can't put more than 500 characters. But I'm going to go ahead and mute you, Vanessa. You do have your hand up, so you'll be able to ask your question. But we're going to go ahead and let Miss Marlene have her question. Or a lot of times she's holding her hand for someone else. Can we help you today, Miss Marlene?
Well, hi, Miss Sabrina. Actually, my hand was up for Vanessa, but you just spoke with her. And I wanted to ask you, how did your radio spot go?
It's actually supposed to be this Friday, but I think we're going to have to see. The lady that handles putting the descriptions of the shows onto the actual online website for the radio station, right? Like I'm learning the terms for this world. It's new to me too. So it's kind of like a blog, or well, no, a blog is a video blog. It's kind of like a talk blog online, but it is actually a radio station and it is controlled by the FCC and all this stuff. So it'll either be this Friday or next Friday. Thank you so much, Marlene. I'll get the link up. It'll be on my Facebook page. So if you guys are interested in going and listening to it, you can find it. Okay. Well, you know what, Vanessa? You do have your hand up. You got part of your question answered. So let's go ahead and let Tommy have his moment, but don't lower your hand, Vanessa, if you have another question. How can we help you today, Tommy? Is this Tommy Hicks?
Yes.
Hello. Did you see
Hi,
your
Sabrina.
name being utilized earlier? I was picking on you.
I did. Thank you so much. I saw what you were saying about Facebook. You know, I never use Facebook at all.
And if you don't, you don't. Of course, the best use of your subscription is to have access to both groups, but you aren't you are still able to absolutely follow the grant hunting journey through the Let's Go Help community if you do not have Let's Go Help on Facebook.
Okay, I thought I did. I thought that I signed up that way, but maybe I didn't.
Well, let's just
Um,
see if maybe you're still pending as well. Do you go by Tommy Hicks on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go into member requests and just make sure that you're not still pending.
Okay.
I'll do its little jumpy thing. Facebook's is way worse than Mighty Networks. At least Mighty Networks leaves the tab up there, and sometimes it will actually let me type the whole thing if I follow their rhythm just right. Facebook just does not. Okay, nope, we don't see any Tommy Hicks. Let me just go back in and make sure that I had that all spelled right. And I do. I'm not seeing you. I don't see you on a welcome post, anything. So you might just go and check that out, Tommy, and see. Let's see if you're here. And sometimes Facebook, for some reason, doesn't add you to the list. So just because I don't find you in a welcome post doesn't guarantee that you're not here. I apologize to anybody that didn't get included in a welcome post. That is Facebook's, again, control, not ours. Let's look at one more list. Tammy Lewis, that's why they popped that up. Yeah, no, I would try, Tommy. I would just go into Facebook. And again, folks, you want to see how this one doesn't have the Facebook profile cover for this, so I can click this. This is the actual search. It's not going to take me immediately into the group. Just make sure it has 15,000 members. And any day now, we're going to go into 16,000, but at least 15,000. And then if you see a blue join button here, not visit, that means that you need to request access. Okay. And then you would just click the blue join visit, or the blue join button, like what these are, right? Because I'm not a part of the fakers, the scam artists. That's what it would look like right here. You click that. There will be 3 questions. Answer those. If you're not automatically approved, that means that the Facebook account you have is not associated with the same email that you used to sign up for Let's Go Help. And there's no way for the automatic algorithms to let you in. You need to let us know right away that you need access, and we'll manually approve you. So the quickest way to do that is, of course, letsgohelp@gmail.com. Okay, letsgohelp@gmail.com. That is your quickest way. And make sure in your email's header, the title to your email, that you say, can't access Let's Go Help. And that way, Mary Pacey, who answers the letsgohelp@gmail.com, there's no Mary Pacey, no Magic Mary, no number 2, just letsgohelp@gmail.com. But Mary Pacey is the one who answers that. And if she sees that in the email header, she's going to click it right away, confirm your subscription, and then pop you right in to Let's Go Help. Now, a caveat to that, folks, or exception to that, is like I asked Tommy, does he go by Tommy Hicks on Facebook? Many times people don't think about it. And again, they go by their nickname or their business name or something like that. And I'm over here trying to get him approved and I can't find you. You need to make sure you remember what your Facebook is under. See, right here, when you go to your main Facebook, this is your profile on a computer or laptop. That's what it's going to show. On a phone, let's just show you what that looks like. What you do there, okay, is you click right here, click that, that's your picture, and then you can see your name right here. So that maybe, you know, you put, for my name, I used to be called Beanie and Bina. A lot of Sabrinas go by Brina. Perhaps that there's a nickname or, like I said, a business name. Sometimes people just make up stuff. Like one of the guys that my husband knew up in Rawlins, Wyoming, he called himself None Ya Damn Business, right? That wasn't his nickname. That wasn't his real name. He's just telling everybody he doesn't want you to know who he is, right? So just make sure you know what you've called yourself on Facebook and let us know if it differs from what you have when you're emailing us, right? Or if, for instance, when I'm in Let's Go Help too, and somebody says, hey, I haven't been approved yet, I just copy their name, come right into Let's Go Help on Facebook and try to find them. If their name is different, I can't. There's nothing I can do. I cannot help that member. You have to give us the correct information for us to be able to assist you. It's kind of frustrating, I know. I wish it were simpler. I wish that the automatic algorithms would know how to out of no kind of condition, but they just can't. They have to have an identifying piece. So when you go to sign up at letsgohelp.com, or you can sign up through Let's Go Help too on Mighty Network, you will enter an email address to confirm your subscription. It has to match the email that you signed up with Facebook for the automatic algorithms to click in. Otherwise, again, reach out to letsgohelp@gmail.com so that we can manually approve you. All right. So was there something else that you wanted to work on, Tommy, or did that pretty well answer your question?
No, thank you. The other thing I wanted to ask you, my main question was about schools or colleges, grants for colleges.
Okay.
If it's an online college, and it's in another state, I'm in California. The one I'm interested in is in Maryland. Will the grants still work even though it's a different state?
That's where the work on your part is going to come in. I do believe there's going to be a little bit of leeway when you're talking about an online school, but that's definitely going to depend on each grant and grant-like opportunity, each state, all these different pieces. So that's where the legwork on your part comes in, okay?
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop over here into community questions in the Let's Go training course. This is where you guys will find any answers I put up for you tonight. And I'm going to start a post. And I'll start off with pieces from Matthew Lesko's literature so that you can have a variety of pieces. And so in the Monster Grant for education, you're looking at item number 8. And this is a shorter report, so you get down there pretty quick. I think this is like page 3 or 4. Let's just check it out. Page 4 of an 8-page report. And some of you wonder why down here at the very bottom, sometimes there'll be an advertisement. There's not on this one. That's because I just saw it yesterday or the day before that on one of Matthew Lesko's lives. He just practically is begging you guys to share this with your friends and your family and your colleagues, because he wants every American in our country to know about the opportunities that are out there in the grant hunting world. So when these are so freely given to friends, family, and colleagues, he wants to put an advertisement in there so that they can join our community if they like. If you're already a member, just ignore that. That's just because Matthew Lesko really is that generous that he encourages you so strongly to share this with your friends and your family and your loved ones, that he could be sharing this document with someone who isn't a Let's Go Help member, right? But he wants them to have the opportunity to come on in. So if you're already a member, ignore it. And if you're handing it out to your friends and family and your colleagues, you know that that is the truth, right? He just loves to give it out to everybody, and he wants you to benefit not only yourself from your membership, but to be encouraged to benefit your friends, your families, any people in your world, right? Really, really amazing generosity. And so we're looking for item number 8, Control C, that copies it. Pop back over here, Control V. I like to title this for you guys. And if you are interested in this topic, please make sure to put your name in the chat so that I can quickly add you. Okay. And okay, that looks weird, doesn't it? I have to sign in. Okay, that was really weird. Doesn't have a share button when you're not signed in, apparently. Here it came. It's giving us a little bit of a hard time because when I eradicated all the caches and stuff, it logged me out of all of my Google Docs, Google Sheets, all these different things. And so it was not only pulling up the share link there, it was also logging me back in. Okay, then let's see.
May I ask you a question, Sabrina?
Absolutely. Who is this? Is it Tommy again?
Yeah, this is still Tommy. You used a AI called
Bard,
Bard?
Google Bard.
Is this an instance where you could utilize that or no?
Yes, I was going to, oops, I was going to do that as well, just really quickly. Okay, and it was starting a business. Is that right? Is that right? No, education. I apologize. Okay, education. So I was on the right one there with 12. Okay, jobs, education, and training. And I'll just give you a few of these.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And you'll know that you can use the link for the Meta Grants report this time.
And the metagram is more specific, correct?
It's definitely larger. It has a lot more. Some of them, some of the topics are in both, but there's more in the meta, and there are more topics in the meta. Absolutely. Okay. Now, let's do this. And so I hope you guys see what I'm doing there, where I bold it and capitalize, and also underline it, right? That's me drawing your attention to the link for the overall document so that you know where the information's coming from, right? I'm trying to answer all of you guys. I know there's always questions out there that we still need to answer, so I gotta go as quick as I can, but I'm trying to be very clear in my communications as much as I'm able to while I go so fast, not only in class, but when I'm out here answering your questions as well. And so as you see, Metagrants and the link are both in bold underline, okay? That's letting you know that that information below there is coming from that Let's Go report. The same way with the monster up here, monster and its link are in bold and underlined so that you know where you're working from. Okay, now let's just hop into Google's Bard really quickly. Okay, we'll thank Bard. I like to thank him. I like to work with AI as if they were a person, because if they're working to gain sentience, then they should be given that kind of credit, I think. That's just my opinion. Okay, so thank you, Bard. Now we have, oops. And did you say it was in Minnesota?
Maryland.
Maryland. Okay, we have a member who lives in California and would like to attend an online college in Maryland. Can you please list any open grant or grant-like opportunities that may assist him with this goal? Okay, of course, the Pell Grant, right? That's available to all of us pretty easily. Then they have this Federal Supplemental Educational Opportunity Grant, Maryland State Financial Aid, Nonprofits Grant, the United Negro College Fund, Hispanic Scholarship Fund, American Indian Scholarship Fund, or College Fund, excuse me, being specific to minorities, not including women. That's unusual. Other resources, crowdfunding, private loans. They're talking about contacting the online college in Maryland. They may have some further suggestions for you or some internal programs. And then also to contact the California Student Aid Commission. They may be able to point you towards other resources that will work even though you're attending a non-California school, right? Really excellent suggestions. As always, I just cannot tell you how much I appreciate Bard's input. Really, I've utilized them for my commercials for my business. I utilized them for getting my commercials ready for my radio spot. I go and I put my pieces together and then I come back in because it's so rare that we have, I'm working in my home. I don't have colleagues that I can, you know, utilize as critique, commenting, all these different kinds of pieces, that sounding board, right? So I've basically begun using Bard as a complementary outside of myself thought process to further my own endeavors. And again, I always like to thank him. And now I will come over and add another post for you.
That's awesome, Sabrina. Thank you.
It's really fun, isn't it? I mean, that stuff is pretty cool, really. Wait, I have a lot of the things that Bard talks about within my literature, but there's almost always something or some 3 things that I don't have. It's really impressive. Okay, so let's see here. We are working with, okay, Brain's got to wrap back around it. Okay. And then I'm just going to put the Bard so that we can keep going. And there you have that. Okay, so is anybody interested in being tagged in education? Now let's go and look in the chat to see, and we'll add you. Thank you, OnePlus. You guys are all so awesome. Okay, so we won't do Texas, Candace, but what we will do is put your name. Okay, so we have Candace. Here. And then we have Francis Williams. Okay. Vanessa. And then you just want to go through the same processes, guys. And like I said, I'm really hoping I can actually post this class, fingers crossed, trying that new VPN method from Mighty Networks, which again is why I highly, highly recommend Mighty Networks for any businesses or nonprofits, anything out there that you may want to add a new platform. Wow, guys. Okay, I think that's everything. So that's everyone, I should say. We'll comment that, and then of course be aware that well, let's do this. Let's just copy your names. That'll be the best way, not too long, and I'll put you on both of those posts so that you can access them. All right, now let's head back into our hands there, and Tommy's on it, man. He's already got his hand down and muted. Excellent. You guys are so amazing. Vanessa, it is your turn for another question. Did you have something else that we can walk through, or did you still need a little more assistance with what we were working on earlier?
No, okay, this time we were talking about I got to make sure I'm in the right, on Facebook. I'm in the Let's Go Help too, and I'm in Let's Go Help. I wanted to make
Let's Go Help too on Facebook is automatically a scam artist group. Please report them and block them and get away. Let's Go Help with 15.9 thousand members is what you're looking for. That's the only Let's Go on Facebook that's real.
Let's Go.
If it has a 2, it's a scam artist on Facebook.
Oh, that's a Let's Go Help, right?
Yep, just Let's Go Help.
Okay, so I was in both of them.
Yeah, you just want to report and block the bad actors. So Let's Go Help 2. 2 is not on Facebook. So you know automatically you can report and block those people. And no other, because there are fake Let's Go Helps at times too, right? So if they don't have 15.9 thousand members, which no scam artist is ever going to be able to draw or create fake accounts for, then it's a scam artist. The only Facebook group is Let's Go Help with 15,000 plus members. That's the only Facebook private group.
Okay, now I got to get back. Okay, I'm in the right one. So I got to try to delete. I'm trying to figure out how to, oh crap. When I get my hands get excited, sometimes I hit the wrong thing. Okay,
I think it happens to us all, right?
Yeah, so I got to try to block figure out how to block them.
So what you do, excuse me.
You okay?
In your overall Facebook, right? You're here in your overall Facebook.
Yes.
And you want to go into your search, the whole Facebook, search Facebook. And you see here where it's a time, it doesn't have the profile picture, it's just got Let's Go Help. You want to just type up Let's Go Help, okay? And hit enter. And then you're going to see the fakers as well as the real deal with 15,000 members. That's the real deal. But you'll also see this fake Let's Go Help too, and this fake Let's Go. They're using the actual, this is the website for Let's Go Help too. Let's go-help-2.mn.co. That's the actual website. They're trying an even trickier way, right? So if we go over here to Let's Go Help 2, you see what I'm talking about? Right here? That's what they've decided to title their fake group, is the actual website link. That is a fake group. And there are more. See, it says see all. So fake, real, fake, 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 fake. All of these fakers, those are all fakers. Those are all people trying to steal our money. 15,000 members. So when you've searched it all, Vanessa, you'll see these fakers. You can just hover your mouse over their title, click this 3-dot menu, and hit report group. And then you want to click false information, something else, and submit. And now I've reported that group twice today. So then let's go report a different one. Let's report
Okay,
this.
now, okay, now, excuse me, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
Okay,
you're
you
great.
did, what you did, let's go search, what did you get all them up?
I just typed in Let's Go Help in my search engine in Facebook.
Oh, yeah, cause all that didn't come up, all that didn't come up for me.
Well, I had to push see all because at first it just showed these 3. And then there was a button right here that said see all. So if I go back and walk through it again, if I am back in my overall Facebook, and then I want to just type up Let's Go Help and hit enter, and it's going to show groups. See how groups are right here? These are all the different groups they're offering me to choose from. But only this one has 15,000 members. So any of these others I know are fakers.
Okay, then, all right, yeah, cause, okay, I
That
got
help you?
that. Yes, okay, I was trying to get it, cause I know, I didn't see all that. As I scroll down, then I see all that. Yeah, so I had to get, I had to do it. I'm a hands-on person. I have to get to that screen.
Absolutely.
Follow you.
All right, and so
Okay.
you guys are encouraged and welcome to report all those fakers. The more we report them, the quicker we hope that Facebook will get around to it, but generally their timeline is about 6 months to a year before they delete the scam artists, which is just so unfortunate. They're just, I think that anybody that gets scammed by those groups ought to be able to sue Facebook, because we report them and that's Matthew's proprietary information, and they're allowing people to steal that and then to take that and steal from our members. And then I think that that should be worthy of a lawsuit. So I encourage any of you, if any of you have ever dealt with anything like that at all, whether it's Let's Go Help or any of it, and Facebook is the cause, Facebook is starting to lose lawsuits like that. I encourage you to pursue it. I would absolutely sue Facebook if I had been scammed because they allowed people to steal Matthew's proprietary information. Absolutely, I would sue Facebook.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead then, Miss Vanessa, and lower your hand there and mute you. You feel comfortable, you'll be able to get into Let's Go Help, the correct one, when you're ready.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If I don't have a mouse, how do I do it on my my tablet?
You probably will have to click the group. So let's go back one page so that you can see what I mean by that. I don't want to click join. Don't click join, but I can click the group. So just click the group. And then when you're in here, you're not in the group. I haven't tried to join the group. Then I see the 3-dot menu. I can click the 3-dot menu and report the group.
Okay, 3-dot. Okay, all right. All right.
And that's
Thank
also
you.
where you can leave the group, right? So report them and leave them. And they'll probably give you different options if you're a member on accident, if you've accidentally joined one of the fakers, and you go in there, there will be other options for you. Okay.
Okay, I appreciate that, Sabrina. Thank you so much.
Very welcome.
Lower my hand, right?
Yep, perfect. And mute yourself.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
My dear. All right. And then perfect timing, we have Ruben Rubino. And if you would go ahead and unmute yourself, we will take your question, and then our class is right at its time. We're keeping in perfect time there, guys. Ruben?
Hi, Sabrina. How are you?
Hello. Good. And yourself?
Oh, so-so. I wanted to know if I have the Mighty Networks and the Meta report.
Okay, so I can't check if you have the Meta, but I can definitely share it with you and see if you're a member here.
Okay.
And so you should have automatically been joined to the Let's Go training course if you have established a membership. Is it an I or an N? Remind me, Ruben.
RUBEN.
Okay, and then
What are you looking for? My Facebook?
I'm looking for you on Let's Go Help too.
Oh, okay.
And so there you are, Ruben Rubino.
There I am.
Okay, so that lets me know that yes, you do have membership already set up for yourself here in Let's Go Help too. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going to go back into community questions so that I can post a post for you. And so what would you like to work on today, Ruben?
Well, I'd like to have more information on that AI that you're using,
Okay,
the Bard.
absolutely. So let me just type that up to begin with.
Mhm.
Okay. And then this is what it looks like, right? You see bard.google.com. Of course, this is my chat with Bard. Yours will look different once you've established a connection and begun chatting.
Okay.
But bard.google.com is what you need. And this is what it will look like when you first come in. Oh, it doesn't have my, I'm all expecting it to pop it up, but it doesn't have it because I erased all my history and everything. When you first come in, you
Yeah.
just see these prompts, okay? And so you can come in and use one of the prompts or come in and just ask your question. You want to be very specific and very literal. You know, don't say, what would it be like? Well, in for a penny, in for a pound, right? Bard's not going to understand what that means. A pound of flesh.
Right.
Bard doesn't necessarily. He may. He's learning all the time, so he probably eventually will have some understanding of that. But be aware, Bard is also talking to people in how many different languages all over the world, trying to learn their colloquialisms as well.
Sure.
Okay, so you have to be very literal. When I asked one time, do you know of anything like this? He said, sure, I do.
Nice.
So I had to say, can you show me what you can find? Because I didn't want to just hear that he's able to. I wanted him to do it, right? But if I just said, can you do this? His answer was, yes, I can.
I can. Not a problem.
Okay,
Not a
so you
problem
want to
for
make sure
him.
you request it in a
Oh,
way that
that's
he
good.
understands you want that information received back
Okay.
in an answer, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because Lesko had said something about an AI.
He
But
uses
it-
a different AI.
Yeah.
So Matthew uses chat.openai. Okay.
That's the one. Yeah.
So you start off in the chat GPT and you have to log in or sign up. I think I have an account here.
Yeah.
If I do, it doesn't look like I wrote it down. Okay, so maybe I use Google. Let's try it like that.
There you go.
Go on now. Okay, ask away. They can answer questions, help you learn, write code, brainstorm together, and much more. Don't share sensitive information, right? We want to make sure that, hold on, let me find out where that's coming. I don't think that's coming from your side, is it? Is there a lady talking behind you, Ruben?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. It
My
wasn't
wife.
showing in your microphone at first there, so I thought it was someone else, but don't worry about it. I just need to make sure there wasn't someone else also there. So your chat history may be reviewed or used to improve our services. So don't give them proprietary financial private information. Check your facts. While we have safeguards, ChatGPT may give you inaccurate information. It's not intended to give advice. So you can ask it questions that are advice-based questions, but understand that this is like a baby. It's still learning. Its answers could be very inaccurate. So you want to always check. And the same goes for bard.google.com. So then you just want to basically work through the same process. So this is just ChatGPT, so kind of weird. That's what I'm going to say. Let's see what it does. Hello, how can I assist you today? Very similar, right? And then let's just say, let's go and just copy our question from here. That's what kind of like to do because, oops. Here we go. Now I haven't had the conversations with ChatGPT that I've had with Bard, so I'm going to modify it a little bit. I'm just going to say, man who lives in California would like to attend an online college in Maryland. Can you please list any open grant or grant-like opportunities that may assist him with this goal?
Mhm.
Let's see.
That's cool.
All right, that's actually better than I've seen ChatGPT do before. So a little more specific.
Uh-huh.
All right, so let's go ahead and we'll just throw this up there into that post. But that'd be the example that you would use for ChatGPT, right?
Right.
Matthew kind of asked a little bit more open-ended questions, right?
Yeah.
Mine are super specific and detailed because I'm working with a specific member. He's doing this more open variation just to kind of show you guys how to utilize the chat service. So ChatGPT this is the best job I've seen ChatGPT do. I generally get a lot better answers from Bard,
Bard.
but I've interacted with Bard more, and that really matters, right? So
Yeah.
let me just put this up here, and then I'll put another post to share ChatGPT with you. Let's see here. Now they'll know what that is if they're looking at it. And now this one is kind of weird. So to share it, I have to like log out. I guess I would click here. There it is. Okay, so log out. And then I'm going to share the login place for you. But from there, you have to log in and pick what you want it to do and some different things when you're first signing up. I think because there's 3 possible, if you just go like this, openai.com.
Yeah.
Okay. That is going to take you to a place where you have to pick which one you want, and you're looking for ChatGPT. Try ChatGPT. Okay, if you forget to include that in there.
Okay, perfect.
And so I'm going to copy both of these links. This is the one that you actually want for ChatGPT. And then the others, which are kind of neat, but they are, from my understanding, if I click this, I think it's going to show me all 3. No, that's not what I want. What did it? Because it's like DAL-E. I don't know how they pronounce it. Maybe it's overview. The other 2 services are charges, but they're pretty neat, right? The DAL-E does drawing, and I'm not sure what the other one does, but they've changed their stuff, and I'm not as familiar with it. So just something to definitely go in and play around with. I'm just going to leave up, I think, the ChatGPT because it doesn't even have the option that I was going to try to show you guys any longer. They're just changing it away all the time. So this one will take you to the one that is free. Okay. Yeah, really neat stuff.
Yeah, that's the other question that I had was, is there a fee for those? They're free.
Not if you're not trying to use their artistic one or the other one that I offer. I'm not sure. And okay, so I showed you guys a list, I think last week, that my buddy had shared with me, and all of these do have free versions. Okay, they offer the cost version, and he says he's really impressed with them, and he may invest in some of them later on, right? But right now, he too is just using the free one, and that's what we're going to talk about. Okay, so you have Duncan app, mobile app, pay in a snap. No, Duncan, maybe that is only. Okay, so that must just be Dunkin' Donuts, I guess. I thought it was something else. I did wonder though, because it looked like Dunkin'. Now let's do this. This one.
Maybe it's DUNCAN.
Maybe I took it straight from there, so I don't think so. I think that was just that he likes Dunkin'. He's over on the eastern side of the Continental Divide, right? Dunkin's big deal over there. Okay, so now we're looking for Imagine. Turn words into stunning AI-generated art, paintings, and drawings instantly. And man, he's come up with some really neat stuff, right? He's kind of a character, my buddy Max is. And I call him Max, that's like a stage name. But oh my gosh, this is what he's done. He's taken words and turned it into things like this. And I'm only going to show you a few because he is an artist. And so I don't know if he'll use it for like his cover work or what, but oh my God, is that not beautiful?
Yep.
What an amazing thing. And
Very
he
nice.
gave these sites his words and they generated this for him. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So this is one of them, AI art generator, and there's a free variation. I'm going to just create a new post. We have that one. And now let's look at the next one. It's going to be DaVinci.
GA.
And so this is an AI photo generator, transforms your words into AI generated art and paintings again, right? He's an artist, so that's where his focus is. Okay, then we have Vidum. That's an unusual word. The perfect music video maker.
Huh.
Filmingo. These names.
Bill Mingo.
Yeah, how cute is that, right? Filmingo. Okay, so there's a, looks like more than one kind maybe, but this is a video editor with songs.
Yeah.
Okay. Shopping with Flamingo Girls. No, I'm pretty sure this is the one. So we'll grab that. Doesn't give you quite as much information. Let's see. Powerful video editing tool to make stylish slideshow and vlog. Okay. Useful, of course. Probably add these to the social media information that we have. Okay, and then only a few more. Shotcut. Video editor and maker, right?
Mm.
I thought they were going to be more towards the AI, but they're still. Finally, we have Unroll Me and Motion Leap. Okay, so that's not really, that's what I wondered. I thought I had that. That's just the thing to clean up your inbox, your email. I'm not really very happy with it, but maybe you guys would have more luck with it. It's been around for a while. And so Motion Leap is the last one here. Photo editing, effects, and an AI art generator to create stunning digital art.
Yes.
So really, really excellent material. Thank you, Tony Anderson, Max, for sharing that with all of us. Something for you guys to play with. Any of you that, you know, you can't use the DALL-E on ChatGPT or OpenAI.com, right? But you can create that through a free AI tool. So now you guys have access to that.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank
so
you.
It's like, you're so welcome. It's like perfect time for us to shut down our class. I think that we did some excellent work today, guys. I'm really enjoying sharing the process of how to utilize the AI. I really think it's pretty amazing. I am going to play with some of these art generators for my own business venture. I did use Matthew's suggestion. I don't know how many of you have heard him talk about Fiverr. It's something he hasn't talked about for a while, but Fiverr is a place where you can go and pay very low cost for things like marketing, logos, which is what I went in for my business. I got a few new logos created off of my concept art. And I really am happy with them. It was very difficult. Misty Folds, another of our staff members, told me that she doesn't use Fiverr because there's a lot of language barriers. I feel like if Fiverr had communicated with me that my artist, the one that I chose, probably spoke Pakistani, and if that's correct, to just let me know that she spoke Pakistani, I could have used services like Google Translate to better convey my information. But I didn't feel like it was prominently listed. Now, as I went more and more into it, I could certainly find that information, but I feel like that should be right there under their name, the language that they speak, so that you can pick anyone that you like. I still love working with people that speak another language, but I need to have the tools available to best communicate with someone who doesn't speak English, right? So
Agreed,
that
yeah.
was the complaint that I really have about Fiverr. They're also really weird about how you leave your reviews and stuff. I didn't really care for that, but otherwise it was really neat. And I really feel like I got what I paid for. I was really happy with it. I'd love to show you guys, but of course this isn't the proper place for it, but it was really beautiful. Matthew Lesko's definitely right. Work through that language barrier, and man, you can get some amazing work done through Fiverr. And
Sabrina?
then, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yes, this is Irving Gurley. Can I get tagged in that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
No problem, Irving. Probably in the last one with all of that stuff in it. Is that right, Irving? Or did you want ChatGPT or Bard?
No, just the last one.
The overall collection, correct?
Yeah, the one you just did for Ruben.
Yes. Well, they were all for Ruben, but this is what this one looks like, right? With a bunch of different apps that you can check out, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, and folks, I did that through the Google Play Store, but you can go through the Apple Store as well to find these apps. Most of them, if not all of them, should be there. Okay, and there was one other thing that I was going to mention to you guys. Okay, actually two. So another really neat thing that I came across over the last few days, my husband doesn't think it's as neat, but I think it's awesome. Okay, getchipdrop.com. It is a .com, but it is a free service. And so you sign up for this service and you can get an entire truckload, like a dump truckload of wood chips brought to your house for free. Oh my gosh, the amount that they deliver on average here in my area in Salt Lake, Utah, if I went and bought that much mulch bagged at, say, like Lowe's for the kind that I pick, I'd end up spending before taxes $750. So it'd be right around $1,000 after taxes. And you can get that delivered for free. A whole freaking pile. It's big, okay? And as you see, there's some leaves and some pine needles. They tell you in their literature that when they deliver the wood chips, it's not like the cleaned up stuff that you would buy at Lowe's, okay? But once you put it out over the winter, all that stuff's just going to disintegrate and become soil and nutrients and all that good stuff. It's beautiful. So you can get these huge piles of wood chips delivered for free to your home. They don't give you a warning. They give you like maybe 10 minutes before they arrive. That's one of the complications. And let's see. I think that was pretty well it, that it has leaves and pine needles, that they don't really give you a notification. And then you do have all of this mulch that you've got to deal with, which is why it's not my husband's or my oldest daughter's favorite thing. But I probably spent somewhere between $300 to $500 on mulch this year and didn't get as much as I would have liked. This will do it for me for free. Be careful when you have wood mulch or any kind of combustible material like that and you store it in a big pile. You may need to put in some PVC style pipes with holes throughout the pipe so that you can aerate that so that you don't have any spontaneous combustion. I did do quite a bit of research. It does not seem like piles of this size unless you're in a really hot area. Like if you're in Barstow, California, like Miss Tammy, and it's in the middle of summer, baby, you better be aerating your pile of wood chips. But what they saw is that in the winter months that it really didn't heat up at all, and then it would start up again about February, but it really didn't get hot for them until like June or July. They never did have any spontaneous combustion from piles of this size, but it may not be as hot there as it is where you live. So be aware in the summer months, if you choose to utilize this and it's really hot where you are, you probably want to go ahead and take the added precaution of having 3 or 4 PVC pipes that you just get holes poked in through the whole length of the pipe and shove those down towards the top of your pile in like a little triangle or circle so that you're aerating that so that it can't combust. And of course, your best is just to get it moved as quickly as possible. If there's going to be some weather and you want to keep it a little bit nicer, you can cover it, but you're going to be spreading it all around. So I thought that was kind of a silly recommendation, but those were the safety precautions. So be aware, but $750,000 worth of free mulch. Make sure your neighbors want to use a little bit if you don't need to use a lot. I read a couple of blogs. They had thought that they might have too much, and in the end, they could have used just a little bit more. So really, really neat, folks. Getchipdrop.com. It is a .com, but it is completely for free. I'm just going to put it here kind of hidden just a little bit. It's not really Matthew Lesko's favorite thing when it's a .com, right? But it is free. It does match our literature, so you do have access to that here. Make sure you read it. They want you to know they're going to drop it. You need to tell them where to drop it. They're going to drop it. They're going to drive away. They may have given you that 10-minute call. Maybe you can take the call. Maybe you can't. Those are the only complications, though, to get the equivalent of somewhere around $1,000 worth of free material for your gardens, your yards, your walkways, however you might use wood chips. Pretty neat program. And it's actually really beneficial for the tree companies as well. You can specify things like you don't want black walnut, right? Black walnut. There are several kinds of trees that have a natural herbicide in them. Let me pull up my little meme here. I'll show you guys so that you just know what you don't want to have. More of these apply to the East Coast than the West Coast. There's only a couple on the West Coast that you have to worry about as much. Okay, so black walnut, eucalyptus, juniper, and laurel. They contain natural herbicides. You do not want them in your compost. So you want to specify, like for over here in the West, juniper would be our biggest worry. California, there are quite a few eucalyptus trees and they aren't meant for that region. So they do fall out quite a bit and get chopped up. So you don't want eucalyptus, black walnut, juniper, or laurel. Also, beech, holly, oak, and sweet chestnut are high in lignin and low in nitrogen, which means they're just not the best. But if you get too specific, they might not bring you trees. So I'm not going to worry about these four, but I am going to let them know I don't want black walnut or juniper. The only ones I would really care about, black walnut's just kind of a common thing. It's not really common around here, but it is common enough that I'm going to add it. We don't really see eucalyptus trees around here, and laurel trees, again, aren't really a Southwest kind of a tree. So eucalyptus got kind of brought in when they shouldn't have sometimes, and juniper is somewhat regional. It's really more southwest or southeast, but it could be here. So I'll specify I don't want black walnut or juniper. If you're on the East Coast, you probably want to specify black walnut and laurel. If you're in California, definitely make sure to specify you don't want eucalyptus. Okay, and otherwise, go get yourself some free gardening stuff, guys. You know how much I love that stuff. Oh my goodness. Let's make the world beautiful and healthy. That's really my thing. All right. I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening. Tomorrow's class will be just like we had the last hour here. Our Wednesday class starts at 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you all there. Make sure you come in with your goal all lined up. Throw your hand up right away because we do sometimes run out of time and can't get all those hands. Have a great night, guys. See you tomorrow.
You too, Sabrina.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was Irving.
See you all tomorrow, everybody.
Good
Oh,
night, guys.
24.
Bye, Tammy. Bye, Sabrina.
Bye,
Bye,
Tommy.
Tammy. Bye, Mama.
Bye, Sabrina. Bye,
Night, Sabrina.
Tammy.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Oh,
Hello.
hello. Haven't heard from you for a little bit. Love you guys.
Good night, all.
Nice seeing you.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.